Hey y'all, I'm gonna be reacting to Maesetsu opening act episode 9. I'll be watching it from Funimation's website and I'll be starting my reaction in 1-0 go. Kadokawa. Which I always think the logo was pretty kick ass. Dun 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 dun. Alright, now it's here. I just hope the comedic execution in this episode is a bit stronger than the previous efforts. I wonder what she means by that, though. Oh yeah, I kind of like you seeing some romance movies. Because I have seen my fair share of rom-coms in the past. I'm not feeling this joke. Yeah. At least like acknowledging that. Oh. Oh, poor girls. At least they're acknowledging that this isn't funny though. But I just hope that eventually the series does have a set of funny comedic jokes. Because it's already episode 9 already. I understand that they're emphasizing the fact that our girls, they're not the creme of the creme when it comes to comedy, but I hope eventually, though, you will think there'd be more consistent humor in the series. Yeah, I mean, I'm not feeling nice or rinse joke either. I'm just not. Yes, finally, she actually mentions that. Oh, I thought she mentioned that we're not getting anywhere. I thought it's because there's so many subtitles on screen. Oh, so it was my Aunt Rin that said that. Although in saying that, while this series sometimes the jokes don't land, sometimes I actually really dig the opening though. Especially like the happy ones. And like when it's like Tokyo. I like that. I love that. I just hope, just for the sake of the series, that this episode has a lot better jokes. Something, you know? Because it's been emphasizing how much they're trying to make it into comedy. But honestly, what the last two episodes have kind of been focusing on our girls vacationing. And while yes, you could say that the vacation in episode 7 was actually important because we got to see some really good comedy people there. Episode 8 felt like it was stretching the whole vacationing thing an extra, just an extra teeny little bit. Although, admittedly though, episode 8 did have some nice moments though. Like when they encountered the comedy duo that they ended up seeing by coincidence multiple times. I actually like that sequence. I always love when they say Hulk kiss a doll. Hmm. No. Now the question's gonna be what exactly do the girls do better than some of the other people though? Hmm. Aw, they're so cute. Mafia, she blames herself instead of blaming Fubuki. I love that sense of responsibility there. Actually, gives her some nice characterization. It just happens. You're gonna have your finer moments. You're gonna have your not fine moments. It just happens to everyone. I think Maki is way too hard on herself. I think I might finally be getting what Fubuki's issue is. They haven't mentioned it straight. I mean, they kind of have mentioned it because she's kind of like a turtle, but I think I'm starting to get it more now. Maybe it's because she can't think of jokes on the fly. Maybe that could be why she's calling herself a turtle. Hmm. So like showing it's a comedy in the world that someone can just utilize and implement it in their own style. That's the beauty of comedy. But she shouldn't beat herself up though for. Aw, that's so adorable. Oh, that's so cute. And that's the type of humor I'll actually love to see. It's just when they do the comedy shows or the comedy acts, that's when the series for me doesn't feel as strong though. When it's like a natural character interaction, that's when it really fits. Oh yeah, even the best go through slumps eventually. But I just love how you can see that camaraderie, right? You know, they go back and forth on each other, and they bounce off of each other. Okay, what's he gonna do? Hmm. Oh, so maybe they felt that they should step up their game. If that, I mean, if that's the case, then that's fine. That's actually gonna be good for Fubuki and Mafia in the long run. But you know what? Them being bummed out, they're gonna need that. We're gonna have the fork in the word earlier than right near the finishing stretch, if you ask me. Well, I guess it depends on the context. But in this case, it's more important for Fubuki and Mafia to hit this bump in the road now, so that they don't hit it when they're super well established. That's provided that day actually comes. So he straight up ignores him. That is adorable and cute. Yeah, because Little Mafia, he has a lot more energy. Fubuki though is the one that doesn't seem like she's as optimistic, so any bad moments would actually be amplified towards her. Actually, I love a bit of silence where you see just Mafia on the bed, just pondering things. I think that's really cute right there. Aww. Yeah, hello, mate. That made me on too. I don't know if I'm feeling that. I don't know if I'm feeling that bit from Mafuyu and Fubuki. Or maybe it's just when they started out and they're just watching. Oh, okay, so they're acknowledging that it was in one of their finer moments. Okay, at the very least. Aww. Then the best be off just talking about it with each other. And just like, aww. They're better off just talking with each other and just getting rid of all the misunderstandings and both accepting equal blame. If they do that, I think the girls will be better off. Emotionally, of course. Whoa. Oh boy. That's actually pretty reasonable. Whoa. That actually is true. Direct was way better than Tokonatsu. Actually, Fubuki's right on that because Tokonatsu almost never makes me laugh, while the group of Nights and Run actually makes me laugh sometimes. So she's actually not wrong about that. And I'm actually glad they're actually acknowledging it in canon. That actually explains why the jokes from Tokonatsu they don't land as much. I gotta admit, even though it doesn't make up for the moments where the Tokonatsu gags they don't land. At the very least, the writers are trying to justify why the comedic execution by Fubuki and Mafuyu ain't exactly the strongest. So I'll give the episode credit for that. Hmm. But honestly though, they have to take the extra step though and just talk it through with each other. Just talk through. No, no, no. We all know Mafuyu's the only partner she'd want is Fubuki. That's what she has to realize too. Hmm. Dang, let's still keep on like having some new content. But I like how they're contrasting someone starting out versus the pros. And it shows the path to comedy isn't easy at all. You have to need a lot of preparation, a lot of practice, just to pull it off. It is, but I think they'll be able to get through it. Yeah, for someone like Mafiu, it would probably take a lot to make her sad, and that's the most alarming thing. Alright, actually, I want to see where this is going to lead. Yeah, I know what. Mm. What are you gonna and we're looking? I don't know. I didn't feel the J.K. Cool Girls comedy bit either that much. But at the very least, though, they are really they're more structured than what Mafuyu and Suzuki usually do. Hey, that sounds like it's actually gonna be fun. And I think I know what Fnatic are doing. If they take the role of the other, they're gonna understand the perspective of their partners in doing that. That's actually really darn sweet. And who knows? Mafiu might actually do really great as the comic, and Sabuki might actually do really well as a straight man, actually. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. And considering that Sabuki's almost calm, she seems like she'd be much more perfect for the straight man role. Did they flip a coin, or did they like? Hmm. Okay, now that was actually good. Yeah, that actually made me laugh. That is like one of the first instances where Sabuki actually made me laugh. I'm actually impressed. She's getting better. And that's awfully really sweet for Mayasa and Rin, though, building up the self confidence of her girls subtly like that. That is just adorable. So that's why. It's crazy to think that how just a little mistake like that caused them a lot of issues in the long run. Oh shit. But you know what? At least they're actually know their mistake, and that's what matters the most. Mm. Mm. Yeah. And that's what I've been thinking too. They need to just talk things out, give their stance, and that'll make things better. Hmm. But thankfully, though, thankfully, though, we know that at least the confidence of Nanta went up significantly, and that's what really matters the most. Well, yeah, that's why there's emphasis on team there. And that's what really matters the most, too. Where you should always try to go with someone with a lot of differing skills so that there's the least amount of overlap in skill sets so that the duo can actually do much more things together. That's actually pretty smart. Aww. Boss Nuts is rough on herself. She's got some comedic talent, too. Aww. Oh, snap. I like where this is going. Alright, I can actually do hope we get to see Rin and not Rin, I mean Muffy. Alright, finally. And hopefully this Tokonatsu is way better than the old one. And we actually get legitimately awesome jokes. I'm gonna cross my fingers. Oh, that's actually really darn cute right there, the story. I like how they have to make Fubuki the man, but it makes sense since Fubuki is going to be the straight man in the group, and Mafia is going to be the comic. That actually fits really well. Hmm. Aww. And I love how that shows just the respect and esteem they have for each other. Puts a smile to my face. Nice to see him practice here too. No one like frenemies though. Let's just be real. I love how you never see Nayata and Rin slack off either. This is nice. Alright. Well, I gotta say, decent episode. While there weren't a lot of laughs, that was the point of this one. To acknowledge what Tokonatsu's been doing wrong since the very get-go, and at the very least, I do like how it explains why Tokonatsu, their jokes, almost always never landed. Because even at the start of the series, I was like, I don't know if I feel this too well. And then this episode explained, I'm like, okay, you know what? I'll dig it. I dig it. Does it make up for all those sequences though where Mafiu and Fubuki try to make a joke and it didn't land? No, it doesn't. But hey, at least this episode came off in episode 9, not episode 11 or 12. I wish an episode like this would have come earlier, like maybe an episode maybe 4, 5, or 6 preferably, you know? But hey, you know what to say. Better late than never. That's what I thought I did relatively well from the story standpoint. And then aside from also explaining why the duo of Fubuki and Mafia wasn't exactly the best handled, another thing I like going for it, I actually like the fact that at the very least for this specific episode, at the very least that comedic bit that Fubuki did was actually pretty funny when she was playing the straight man. I was like, okay, this is nice. I actually like the potential here from a story standpoint. And it was a really emotional moment when, oh look, and now it's back. Hell yeah. Hopefully it's good news. Whoa, I like how his eyes just light up. Oh, snap. Alright. I'm liking how the series is going to go with the higher stakes again. Because considering if they're going to perform at the end that Nayata's sister works in, that's going to put in a lot of pressure, well, at least a bit more pressure for them to actually succeed. So, you know what? I dig this. I actually really love where this is going. So I love the plot setup. Now, as for other things I actually also dug about this episode, though, actually the fact that at the very least from this episode, you even see Tomita and his friend also try to lift up the girls emotionally too. I thought that was really cute. I was like, aw, now this is nice, you know? It makes their friendship feel a lot more realistic, a lot more powerful. And it was actually nice to get to see the girls through the slump and actually work through it. Because just to be able to go Naruto kind of went through something. Now this time it was Fubuki and also Mafia's turn to actually go through a slump, and that's why I thought it was successful narratively. And from a character standpoint, I like this. At least it worked on some of the confidence issues that Fubuki and Mafia have, and they actually gained more self-confidence in the end, realizing more naturally what they actually should be doing. And that's something else I also immensely appreciate too. And then on top of that, something else I also really liked about this episode, aside from those two becoming self-aware about their weaknesses, I actually like the fact that they have Nayata, and not just Nayata, but also Ren help the girls out too. I thought that was really darn sweet. Just seeing power of friendship here, you know? And actually make them all feel like a cohesive unit when you see Nayata and Ren help out Mafia and Fubuki, and that's something I like. Gives them some nice character development and actually seeing the maturity. And I love how much esteem you see those two girls have for Mafia and Fubuki when they're saying things like they're rivals. I thought that was really darn cute. So there were moments that stood out for me. So that's why I thought the script for the most part was good. Animation and artwork also really worked too. I thought they were really expressive. Artwork was nice. Voice performances were good. And that's why I'm going to rate this one. Honestly, I'm going to rate it. If I rate this on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being abysmal, 5 being average, 7 being exceptional, it's definitely going to get, at least for me, 7.5 out of 10. It's above average because the regular sequences and the slice of life sequences were actually good. And I just love what it did overall. But anyways, y'all, these are my thoughts on the episode. I'd love to hear your thoughts on how I feel about my reaction in the comment section below. Hope y'all rate the video, share it, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you guys later if you come back for more, because I'm definitely pumped to see what the next episode's going to bring. But anyways, y'all, thank y'all so much for watching, and have a fantastic day, everyone. Bye-bye.